What do I do? So a mysterious dog was roaming around our property, getting closer and closer to our animals and to us. And I've been concerned because it's a big dog and it could easily hurt our animals and our kids. My wife and I have been trying to interact with it, but it kept running off. However, one day I was working at my computer when I hear a knock. So I get up and look out the window and I see this big dog head right in the door with my daughter right there with him, holding him on a leash. She said that the dog just came up to her and just started whining. So she was able to reach out, pet him, put him on a leash, bring him over to me, and we were able to feed him. And man, he ate up all that sandwich meat that I gave him for sure. At first he was a little timid, but from that point on, he was attached to our family. He just loves being around us. Hey, you gonna pet him? There you go. He even walks on a leash with all of my kids, no problem. And he seemed to get along with all of our animals until my wife saw him have a close call with our neighbor's dog. Our neighbor's dog was not liking him at all. He's a Doberman. So she decided to put him on a leash and bring him over to be with her cows and our Pyrenees mix, Aslan.
Hey, Atlas.
And for a couple of days, that was working out great. Dogs got along with the cows and the dogs were getting along with each other. Until one day, my wife went outside to milk like normal, to milk the cow, when our Pyrenees mix, Aslan, came after the new dog. And he was all over him and my wife was having to deal with that and I had to run over there and pull them off of each other, and the cows weren't liking it either because the cows were like, "What are you doing? Get off the new dog, get off the new dog," to our Pyrenees mix. So we had to separate them. I'm not sure if Aslan got jealous or started being territorial, or he's at this age where testosterone and things just turned and he needed to be going to that male dominant mode. But anyways, I decided to separate them and move the new dog over to be with our chickens. Come on. Come on. Let's try you here. Yeah, let's try you in here. Come on. We're going this way. Come on. Come on. There you go. Nope. Let's try it in here. See how it works out in here. Yeah. Since he has showed no signs of having issues on his part with any animals, I was like, let's try it out with the chickens, because I've seen other farmers have their livestock guardian dogs in with their chickens and they have done fine. And we haven't been able to make that work quite yet here on the farmstead. We have dogs and they do well with the larger animals like the cows and the goats, but we put them with the smaller ones like the chickens and ducks. Well, for the most part, that has not worked out well at all. They either have tried to eat them or tried to play with them and ended up killing them. So it hasn't worked out well. But I had been wondering if this dog would work out. So we decided to try him in with our chickens right near our house where we could keep an eye on him with our breeding flock of Delaware chickens. I know this was risky. I'm breeding chickens, new dog. Let's see how it goes. And once we put him in, he showed no signs of any aggression towards the chickens. So I was like, we'll leave him there. And then the chickens warmed up to him. He was doing fine. So let's leave him in overnight. And then the next day, came out and this is what we found. Hey.
Hey, buddy. He hasn't even eaten any eggs.
That's awesome. Hanging out in there with the chickens, eggs right in front of him, and he didn't even eat them. That's great. On top of not messing with or chasing any chickens. That's fantastic. Man, I have been waiting for quite some time for a dog that I could put with my smaller livestock. Could he be the answer to what we need? Maybe, but I got to thinking, don't get ahead of yourself. Lacie had been trying for some time to figure out contacting neighbors and looking on the community posts to see if this dog belonged to anyone, and she wasn't able to find anyone that said that the dog was theirs. We've been thinking that maybe somebody just dropped him off here, because sometimes that's what people do with farms. They figure out a farm, a dog they can't take care of, animal they can't take care of. It's not abnormal for them to just drop that animal off on that farm. Maybe that's what's happened here. And in the past video, I got a number of people suggesting that we take the dog to see if it has been microchipped. I've never really had experience. I'm old school. I've never had a dog microchip before. Usually I've done the old school collar with the tag on it. This dog didn't have a tag on. It does have a collar, but not a tag. So even though my family has gotten to be pretty attached to this dog, the right thing to do would be to take it to see if it's been microchipped. And then come to find out, if an animal has been microchipped, you can find out the dog's name, the owner's name, and the address where the dog or animal is from. And I'm like, all right, I gotta talk to my family about this before we do it. So each morning, our family gets together for what I call our morning huddle. It's like our morning meeting where we start off the meeting in prayer. Micah goes over today's date. Sayla's our weather girl and goes over the forecast for today. Lacie will share at times what the meal will be for dinner, so we can look forward to that. And then Josiah has been going over things that we need to pray about. And then lastly, I give direction for today and talk about whatever I need to talk about. And in that meeting, I had to reluctantly tell the family that we're going to be taking the dog to see if it has been microchipped. Listen up, guys. Listen up. When the ladies get back, we're going to go ahead and take Atlas to see if he's chipped.
He's chipped?
Yeah, we should pray. I know how much we like him. We should pray that he isn't somebody else's that wants him back, that we can keep him here. But the right thing to do, according to the Bible, is to, if your neighbor's animal has gone astray, to see if he can return it back. So we'll get him chipped to see who he is and may say his name. So I know everybody hopes and prays that he's not, and that he can stay here, because he's a great dog, but we still need to at least do our part, right? And I wasn't looking forward to this at all, because I had no idea if this would be the time where we would pretty much be saying goodbye to him. I don't want to do that, because it's like we have gotten pretty attached to this dog. He's just a great dog. Hey, hey, yeah. Come on, come on. Yeah, yeah, hey, hey, hey. Sir, come here, come here. Hold on, hold on. Hold on. All right. There we go. Hold on, nope, nope, hold on. Snap that one. There you go. There you go. Come on. See, he even respects the electric fence. Oh. Come on. Come on. Let's come on in here with Sayla. Come on. We've transported animals, I don't know how many times in our family van. I know it's not ideal, but hey, that's what we have, and it works. We've used it in the past to transport goats. Sayla has sat back there with them, petting them, helping them stay calm, so it should work for the dog too. Come on. Come on.
Here, buddy.
Come on in.
Come on.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Yep, you can do it.
Come on, buddy.
Good boy. You can do it.
Boy.
Good job. Way to go.
Push one of the seats down and get out that one.
There we go. All right. It's all right. All right. Oh, he's scared. Scared. with everybody in, it was like, all right, here we go. How's he doing back there?
Yep, just chilling.
I'll be honest, the dog has grown on me so much, and man, I'm just hoping he's not somebody else's that we have to take it back to. So I'm just driving, anxious, stressing out about the whole process. But not long into the drive, the mood was definitely softened when we smelled what we smelled. Selah was the first one to smell it, and she was like, "Can we roll the windows down?" Oh man, he does smell. Stinky.
He's been living outside with chickens. What do you expect him to smell like? Daisies?
You're right, that's a good point. Putting the windows down definitely helped. And Josiah just had to get this slow-mo shot of Selah's hair with the windows down.
At first he was definitely nervous, but after a while I got him to calm down.
Then we arrived at the vet clinic. And of course, the first thing he had to do was mark the territory. Do the dog thing. Come on, go, buddy. And even though he's good on a leash, he was not wanting to go inside the office here.
Come on. It's alright. It's okay.
He's like, not here, let's go back out. I'm like, come on, boy, come on. We just wanted to see if he was chill.
Okay, sure. Give me
We
just
think
a
somebody may have dropped him off on our property, but we're not sure.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he is a
Here, if you guys want to
fantastic dog.
follow me, we're gonna go.
Okay.
Actually, wait, let me grab some.
As she walked us back in the hallway there, this was where the climax of my stress was beginning to reach its peak.
Okay. I'll have you guys fill this out.
Alright.
We're gonna go right down to the end of the hall.
Okay. And then she says,
If I'm right, this is the one that's always getting out.
"Oh
And they
really?"
bring him here. He gets found and they bring him here.
Oh no.
Maybe. Maybe.
And I'm like, what? So is he the dog that is constantly a problem that people have to keep bringing here? So I filled out the paperwork that they asked me to fill out as they were getting ready to scan. And while I did this, Josiah was doing a great job keeping him calm. Then she walked in to scan him. It was time. It was time to see who this dog belonged to. Hey, how are you?
Good. Alright. Let's see if you have a microchip. Shall just find him.
He was roaming our property for like a week,
Okay.
and we noticed he kept looked like he was getting thinner and thinner, and we're like,
Okay.
he's a great dog. Let's see. He was scared at first, and then we're like, let's see. My daughter's actually the one that got him to come in.
Okay.
And he's fantastic. Yes, he is. So what's the verdict? Is he the dog that has been constantly a problem for somebody else, or is he a different dog? We want to keep him.
He doesn't have a microchip.
Okay.
So
Phew, yes. No chip. I know that may sound weird, but I'm glad that he's not somebody else's that they're looking for right now.
Yeah, we really like him.
We'll keep an eye out if we get any calls or anything like that.
Okay.
Does not have a microchip.
Okay.
The one thing I would do is I have to double check with the doctor, but I think you'll need to call the animal shelter just to report that you found him.
Okay.
That way, and I think it's like a 3-day grace period if nobody kind of
After
comes
calling
forward.
them?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you'll have to report it to. I believe you'll have to report it to them.
Okay.
And then if they have anything as far as, oh yeah, someone called about a Great Pyrenees, blah blah blah.
Okay.
And then they'll keep a lookout, and I think it's 3 days.
Okay.
That kind of a stray hold.
Gotcha.
And then after that, I think
Sounds
it's
good.
kind of
Okay.
up to them.
Whew, yes, but pump the brakes. Then she came back to confirm and then explain the process.
If y'all are wanting to keep him, to make sure everything doesn't come back later on saying someone was like, oh, that's my dog, you stole my dog.
Yeah.
So legally for y'all to be able to adopt or take this dog in, you'll have to report it to the county.
Okay.
So call animal shelter, animal control, same place. Ask them, just tell them you found him, took him to the vet, it doesn't have a microchip. We're wanting to keep him and see what information they give you.
Alrighty.
That way there's no issues for y'all later on if
sounds
someone
good.
decides to say that's their dog.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Alright.
I think you're good. We'll call you if something comes up, but
Okay.
I just think calling the shelter
Yeah.
and seeing what they say, okay?
Yeah, sounds good.
Alright, sweetie, you are cute.
Yeah. Especially with it been it's almost a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
If they haven't called you guys and
Yeah, well, we haven't had anything.
Yeah.
So, alright.
Yeah. All right, thank
Good
you.
luck. Y'all have a good rest of your day, okay?
Thank you. Which way do we go?
Oh, you'll go out here and then...
So we head out of the office more at ease, but not totally at ease, still thinking that we still need to make that call. And as we're heading out of the office doors there, we have another encounter.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good rest of your day.
You too.
Close the door behind you just now.
Sorry.
We're friendly.
And we just got him, so even though he's been totally fine with other animals on his part, some animals haven't been totally fine with him. So I didn't know what was going to happen with this little dog here.
Careful. The water's a little bit.
Yeah. Come on. Atlas,
Well, congratulations on the addition to your family.
Come on, let's just guide him a little bit, guys.
Come on, buddy. Come on.
And it's like, okay, we got through that. And from my experience, don't get offended by this, but sometimes smaller dogs have been more unpredictable for me. I know any dog can be unpredictable, but sometimes for me, in the past, it's been smaller dogs. But anyway.
Bonnie, that was bigger than you.
And then Sayla was nervous about the situation too. And then you add sirens going off as we're heading out the door. I'm like, poor guy, he's just having sensory overload right now. He's probably like, get me back to the farm.
Careful. He might want to bolt.
Here we go.
But despite all of that, he still had some more in him to let out. And I don't know how they have so much in them to keep doing, to keep peeing. But it's like each little checkpoint, you gotta do it.
Come on. Dang. Poor guy.
Gotta mark those spots. Then we load him in to head back home. All right, hop on in. Here. Come on, do I have to do this again? Come on. Come on.
Come on.
Come on. We gotta go in. There we go. Come on. There we go.
Good boy. Sit.
All right.
Okay.
Whew. And as we're driving, I'm like, breathe, Mike. It's okay. Calm down. Ah. And once we were back home, I was reminded that a farmer friend of ours had asked if he has been fixed. I was like, you know what? I don't know. We're gonna check, because he has female Pyrenees, and he was like, I really like him. I'd like to have some of his offspring. So I was like, we'll just check. So decided to check right there to see if he's fixed or not. So it looks like he's not fixed. All right, could be having some Pyrenees babies. But once again, I gotta hold on because we're still gonna make that call. It was also time to check on the rest of the family. Gotta pee again.
Hey, Daddy!
Hey! I love it when he does that.
Open it. Hey, Daddy.
Hey. You gonna say hey?
Hey.
Yeah, hey.
Minion, what's a minion?
You watching Minions?
Minion.
Yeah.
Hey, Bubba.
Hey.
Say Atlas. Atlas, fence.
He's going to fence.
You wake up?
No. Watch it, minion. Watch it.
No. Go back in there. Where are you going?
Walks.
You going for a walk? Okay.
Okay, fine.
Where you going?
And then I had to share the news with Lacie. Alrighty, so we went.
And
And they were scanning him. We were nervous. I was nervous. I know Sayla was nervous. Were you nervous, Sayla? And no chill.
hey, poor dude.
They had me nervous when they were like, "Oh, there's somebody keeps having to bring back one of these." I was like, "Oh no, don't let it be him." But it wasn't him. No chill.
Say anything else about him?
They said call animal control that and it has to be 3 days to make it officially legal that it's been reported with them. Yeah. Somehow this whole ordeal reminded me of a time when it was just you and me. We lived in the city and I was out working in the garden. And this stray dachshund mix came running up to me and we had no idea where it came from and we were trying to find a new home for the dog.
Yeah, and at the time I was doing massage and my clients came to the house, and one of my clients was involved with like rescuing animals, and so I asked her to come over and see if she could, you know, look at the dog and maybe find a home for it. And then I don't know what happened to him.
Me either, because I was like, yeah, we can get rid of this dog because we already had a big...
We had my Akita.
Yes,
Geronimo was my
He
Akita.
was huge, and we weren't looking to get any other dog. And
No.
I was like, yeah, but somehow at that moment I just started like tearing up, and I'm like, I guess we'll keep the dog. I don't know what happened. I just got emotional about it. So we ended up keeping the dog for a little bit.
Yeah, because she was not fixed, and neither was our Akita.
And he started going crazy when she went in heat. I mean,
He like almost chewed a doorknob off of the door
yes.
to get through whenever she was
Yes, he
in
had
heat.
claw marks and chewed up the doorknob, and that got to the point where I was like, all right, that emotion, whatever that was back there, it's gone. We got to get rid of this dog.
So not long after that, one of my friends was looking for a little dog, and, you know, we called her Little Bit. Little Bit went to go live with our friends.
But I don't see that happening with Atlas.
What, getting rid of him?
I don't see him tearing up a door, ripping up a doorknob to try to get in here.
Well, he doesn't. He's not in the house, for one thing, so we don't have to worry about that.
There we go. Just another adventure here.